So the big news is there could be more stimulus money coming your way. In this video, I will be sharing how you could receive additional financial relief from the government right now. I will also be discussing what the next step is for our lawmakers to pass a fourth stimulus check. Thank you so much everyone for being here today. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and also comment below. But first everyone, I do have some ridiculous news. Federal Judge Dabney Friedrich struck down the national eviction moratorium today. Now, there are potentially millions of Americans at risk of losing their homes 2 months earlier than expected, and that's just terrible and horrible for millions of people. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has banned most evictions across the United States since September. The protection was supposed to expire at the end of January, but President Joe Biden extended it first until April and then later through June. 1 in 5 renters across the United States are behind on their payments amid this crisis, and states are struggling to disperse more than $45 billion in rental assistance. Housing advocates have said that the national eviction ban is necessary to prevent any unprecedented displacements of Americans, which could worsen the crisis just as the country is turning a corner. In fact, researchers have found that allowing evictions to continue in certain states has caused the crisis to grow. At least 2 other federal judges have questioned the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's power to ban evictions. Even landlords have criticized the policy, saying they cannot afford to continue housing people for free. The decision by Friedrich of the United States District of Court for the District of Columbia is a victory for the property owners who've challenged the CDC's moratorium. However, the CEO of the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, Diane Yantel, says it is not yet clear if the impact of the decision will be widespread. She was hopeful on Wednesday it would not be. Several court rulings have attempted to strike down the moratorium, but all have limited application. Diane Yantel said, while this ruling is written more starkly than previous ones, it likely has equally limited application, impacting only the plaintiffs who brought the case. Housing advocates called on the Department of Justice to quickly appeal the ruling and the Biden administration to continue to enforce the moratorium. During a press conference, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the Department of Justice was reviewing the court's decision and should have more to say later in the day. We also recognize the importance of the eviction moratorium for Americans who have fallen behind on rent during this crisis. A recent study estimates that there were nearly 2 million fewer evictions filed during 2020 than would be expected due to the eviction moratorium. So it clearly has had a huge benefit. So what do you think, everyone? Should there be a national eviction ban? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
We have to make sure that our transition to electric is better for workers, it creates dignified jobs, and that people are better off with a decarbonized electric economy than they are with a fossil fuel economy. And so the EV Freedom Act hits those points, and it makes sure that those investments and people getting those jobs are the people who need them the most, and in communities that have been disproportionately impacted, not just by the climate crisis, but our overlapping crises of environmental injustice and economic injustice as well. So I'm so thrilled to be reintroducing this with you. I remember 2 years ago, Andy, when we were reintroducing this bill, people were saying, this is impossible, it's pie in the sky. No serious Democrat is ever going to agree to building hundreds of thousands of EVs in less than 10 years, let alone 5 years. And lo and behold, we have, during that joint session, we heard about really building EV infrastructure across the United States in exactly that aggressive way that we were told was impossible just 2 years ago. And so I think it speaks to the amount of work that you have done, Congressman Levin, and the coalition building that you have created from the heart of from the heart of Motor City and the heart of just our union movement here in the United States. And so not only is this going to be good for workers, but we want to make sure that this transition is led by workers and the communities that are most impacted. So thank you so much for inviting me, for being here today. And let's get this thing done. 5 years, 500,000 EV charging stations. It is so doable. I'm almost tempted to say, let's go 1 million, Andy.
If you've already filed your taxes for 2020, instead of waiting for the May 17, 2021 deadline, you could be getting one of the bonus checks or plus up payments that the IRS has been distributing. Also, if you have not received your $1,400 third stimulus payment yet, you may receive it this week, as the IRS has been sending out payments on a weekly basis. Early tax filers may get an extra payment this year. If you've already filed your taxes for 2020, and instead of waiting for the May 17, 2021 deadline, you could be getting one of the bonus checks or plus-up payments that the IRS has been distributing. Also, if you have not received your $1,400 third stimulus payment yet, you may receive it this week, as the IRS has been sending out payments on a weekly basis, according to the Internal Revenue Service. Some of you may have already received a third stimulus check, but you could be receiving a plus-up payment as well, if your economic situation changed between 2019 and 2020. If your 2020 tax return shows a new child or dependent, or if your income dropped, you could be getting more money. This is especially true if you did not qualify for the full $1,400 in the third round based on your 2019 returns, but you do based on your 2020 filings. The IRS says if you had not been required to file taxes in previous years, but did in 2020, you may also have more money coming your way. More financial relief could also be coming in the form of a fourth stimulus payment. Several lawmakers are now pushing for a fourth round of stimulus checks. Democratic senators wrote a letter to President Joe Biden, asking him to include recurring direct payments to Americans and automatic unemployment insurance extensions in the administration's long-term economic plan. The lawmakers argue that direct payments and enhanced unemployment insurance are among the most effective forms of relief available. When asked about their proposals, Jen Psaki emphasized that in his most recent proposal, President Biden did call for an extension of the child tax credit. Jen Psaki told reporters, and if passed, the families of tens of millions of children will continue to get regular payments, the total of up to $3,000 per year for kids aged 6 and over, and $3,600 per year for kids under the age of 6. Obviously, we'll continue to evaluate what their needs are to continue to get the crisis under control, put people back to work, but we think that's also a proposal that will have to be a long-term benefit. Paid medical and family leave is another provision that the Biden administration is working on passing. So everyone, what else do you think that President Joe Biden should include in his new infrastructure plan? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So that is the end of the video, everyone. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Please do not forget to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed day.